guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're watching this video on the day that I'm putting it out, Merry Christmas, and if it's just after that, Happy almost New Year 2016. That's crazy. With that said, I wanted to start the year off with a bang, so I've decided to give you guys something that you've wanted to see for a long time now, and I've been really paying attention to my comments lately, and the most asked for video by far is a Q&A video. So the next time you see me, January 1st, next Friday, we're doing a Q&A video. And I'm pretty excited about it because I haven't done one on my channel yet, so make sure to leave me your questions down below so I can answer them. And now, I think we should get started with the last tutorial of 2015. Let's go. Alright, so I'm starting with the NYX Black Eyeshadow Base and Sigma E44 brush and applying that all over the lid, up to the crease, and I'm using black because it's going to make my shadows on top really pop. Then I'm using the Balm's Nude Tude palette and starting with this greeny gold shade, I guess you can say it's like a bronze, called Seductive, and applying that to the lid with the MAC 242 brush, just applying it all over and up to the crease until you can't see the base anymore, and then I used a MAC 217 brush to make sure the edges were well blended. Then I used this medium brown shade called Sultry in a MAC 224 brush and applied this color to the crease, just small flicks back and forth, really fitting the brush into the hollow of the eyelid, and I also pulled this color out onto the outer edges to create a winged effect. I went back to the white blending brush and used that brown shadow and started to feather the color onto the lid towards the center, and then I used this dark brown called Sleek, just a little bit of it, and a pencil brush and started to darken up the outer edges, working the same way we just did with the lighter brown and feathering the color towards the center of the eye by making small flicks. Then I used the white brush every time after I added more of the dark brown to make sure it was well blended and there weren't any harsh lines. Then it was time for a little glitter, and you know how messy this can be, but I used my Makeup Forever No. 3 glitter and spritzed my brush with some L'Oreal makeup setting spray, dipped the brush into the glitter, and then dabbed this onto the lid. The spray is going to help you apply it without making it go everywhere, and it still gets everywhere, but you know what I mean, just less of it. So you slowly add this until it's however much of it you want, and I gotta admit, the glitter makes everything look so much better. Then I used the e.l.f. Black Cream Liner and angled brush to apply my liner to the lid, and I built my line up slowly because it's easy to make mistakes with glitter on the lid, but it's best to apply your liner after that's on there, and I eventually got it to the winged shape I like. Just small flicks, take it easy. I used some of my foundation powder and applied that to my brow bone, and this cleans up the shadows and makes them pop at the same time, and then I applied some mascara to my top lashes and finished with a pair of falsies. I used my Olay Wipes to clean up under the eyes and rest of my face really, because like I said, glitter gets everywhere, and I also used it to clean up the edges of the shadow, and then went back in with my Too Faced Born This Way foundation and reapplied it because I took most of it off when I was getting rid of the glitter, and then I used my Kevyn Aucoin concealer to add some coverage and brightness under the eyes. Then I used the Benefit Porefessional powder with a Real Techniques brush to set under the eyes, and you only need a little touch of this stuff because it's super mattifying, and I also used it to set the rest of the face too. Then I used this Marc Jacobs gel liner pencil to rim my waterline, and I just recently started using this, and I gotta say I'm pretty impressed with it. It stays put after you apply it and doesn't smudge, which is cool. And after that, I took my pencil brush and started to lightly smudge the liner into the lash line before grabbing that medium brown again and adding some color over top. I wanted to add a little bit more color, so I used Seductive and added it to the tear duct and blended it into the darker color to get a gradient, lighter to dark feel. And then I finished by adding some mascara to the bottom lashes, and my eyes were complete. I used some Hoola bronzer and started by applying this to the hollows of the cheekbones to add some light contour, and then made flicks up onto the cheeks to warm them up. And I also used this along the temples and the forehead to add some color to the rest of the face, and I love this bronzer for doing that because it's matte. Then I used some Kevyn Aucoin sculpting powder to lightly define the nose for this glam look, and then I used some Coralista blush to add some color to the cheeks, and this blush works like a 2-in-1 product, adding a sheer color and highlight, which I like, but I did want to step it up a little, so I used a little bit of the Hourglass Ambient Lighting palette to add a little bit more glow, and I just applied that to the tops of the cheekbones. You see what I'm talking about? Love that glow, so good. And I also used this down the bridge of the nose and the Cupid's bow. For the lips, I lined and filled them in with my Kevyn Aucoin medium lip liner and then used some of the L'Oreal Raisin lipstick on top. And I wanted to add a little bit more color, so I used this gloss from Revlon called Smoky Quartz, and I think this combo went pretty well with the look. It was kind of hard finding a good color to go with the eyes, but I think this did just the trick. And that's my New Year's makeup. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching. Subscribe to my channel if you're new, and a big thank you to you guys for helping make 2015 so awesome for me. And I promise 2016 is going to be even better with more videos, more vlogs. I think we're starting with a pretty good video with that Q&A, so don't forget to come back next week for that. Leave your questions down below so I can answer them, and I will see you all in the first video of 2016.